So let's say, for the sake of argument, that all of the water levels around the world rise by let's say 5 feet over the next 100 years, say 10 feet by the next 100 years, and it puts all the low-lying areas on the coast underwater, right? Which, let's say all of that happens. You think that people aren't going to just sell their homes and move?
Just one small problem. Sell their houses to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman!
Good morning, my beauties and bees. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Live from the Hive. Today is Saturday, July 29th, 2023, and we are coming at you from Hive 2.0. Good morning, everybody, and look at all these beautiful folks in my side chat here. Before I even do anything else at all, I'm going to tell each and every one of you hello. So, hello, Stephanie Helms. Hello, Captive Desk. Greg Hartwick. Hello, friend. Carol is here. Carol Kinzer. She was streaming last night, and I caught a little bit of it. Let's see. Who else do we got? One Ring 42 is excited about the sharks. We got Look at the Trees. I hope you enjoyed the fungus beat that we laid down there. Look at the Trees. Maya Atkinson is saying this is an epic stream. I hope so. Got some epic shark stuff saved for the very end. Sharks are at the end today. This is our last foray into the shark themed July. So please stick around for that if you want to see some sharks. Who else do we got here? Looks like that's about it for the moment, but we're just getting started. I'm sure everybody's popping in. Speaking of body euphoria, check out this side boob I got going on. Yeah, talk about gender affirming. Yeah, yeah. I'm actually I've got some. I'm back on the extra strong coffee again. Sorry, I've been too sleepy, so yeah. All right. Oh, and that's got me a little buzzed. Plus, I've been up since like quarter till 7 because my work schedule for the next few months is I'm on this early shift, right? Which is fine because it means I get to get off early, but I have to get up super early too, which means that I fall asleep early, that I end up getting out of bed super early. So I'm just getting used to it. Anyway, yeah, extra dose of girly. I got side boob. I'm excited about it. Anyway, couple of things. Anyway, a few things to knock off the list today before we get started. So let me jump into let's see, we'll use this one. So first and foremost, I don't want to forget to have everybody hit the bell on this because I got some things going on tonight. I'm gonna be doing a fundraiser. There I am right there. Next to him at Meta, and above Seth Andrews, and we're diagonal from Godless Engineer, below Mandisa Thompson, and lower diagonal from Dave Warnock. So, there I am. I'm doing that tonight. I will be on my session with the phenomenal Dr. Ben, who did a really great takedown of Pine Creek recently. So that was epic to watch. Hit that like button. I'm gonna drop this into here so you all can. It's not going to let me pin it yet. It's got to roll up a little bit. That little heart thing's in the way. They need to sort that out. The heart thing maybe should be up at the top. top corner instead of bottom corner, I think. Yeah, because it won't let me pin it until it moves up. So y'all got to chitter chatter before I can pin it. All right, so that's the thing going on. And by the way, we haven't done anything on the channel for a while, but make sure you're subscribed to YFNA, because when I think when Ethan gets things settled down a little bit, he's going to be back to doing content, probably at least the pickup line, but maybe the perspective too. I'd be happy to come back onto the perspective. I've been sorting out the idea of maybe doing my own call-in show, but more focused on the paranormal stuff. And, you know, I could have believers on too, or people that do believe or have paranormal beliefs on as co-hosts as well. And we could have some wonderful friction and have callers call in with ghost reports, Bigfoot reports, UFO reports, angels, demons, shadow people, all that kind of stuff. Sleep paralysis demons, machine elves from their DMT trips, whatever it is, they could call in and discuss it. I think that my audience would like that, and I've been been branching out into some of the paranormal communities too. Blake and Nikki and Pat from Squatch Talk, all these people that I could potentially try to get on to co-host an episode. So yeah, let me know if that's something to be interested in. It'd be a whole new channel though. I wouldn't do it on HiveScience, because HiveScience is my baby. This is where I do my stuff. So if I did do a second, it'd be a second channel. What I was gonna call it, if I do it, is probably gonna be something along the lines of Calling the Other Side or something, or call from the other side. I like other side, so because I have this idea of a moon-like logo or channel avatar icon, whatever. Yeah, I had sleep paralysis when I worked overnights a lot. Look at the trees. I know what you mean. It was always like, when I worked overnights, I'd have sleep paralysis when the weekend came around, and I tried to, at the time, I was trying to go to bed and sleep with my spouse, and sleeping at night made me have sleep paralysis. I don't know why. Probably because I was like in that half asleep phase at work about that same time and forcing myself to stay awake. So my brain's like, oh, this is where you let your brain go to sleep and your body stays awake and looks around. But it made sleep paralysis demons come get me. It was, it was bad. Anyway, but sleep paralysis demons aren't on the menu tonight. We do have some bizarre monsters on the agenda though. We're going to go on a little bit of an adventure today, because we got we have a monster double feature, because both Creation Watch and CryptoCorner today are about monsters. So you all know I love monsters. What else can I say? They're my favorite. So anyway, who wants to watch CryptoCorner though? Who's ready for it? Because I am. All right. I will see you guys over there. All right. Hello, my beauties and bees, and welcome to Cryptic Corner, where we explore the unexplained, the supernatural, the paranormal and hidden, the mysterious, the alien, the accursed, and the forbidden. I am Bree, your host this evening, and with me, as usual, is my wonderful Hive. They are watching this live from the Hive, and you can watch this live from the Hive too, joining us every Saturday morning at 9:30 Central, and we will take you on a journey through the cryptic world. So, hello everybody. We've done a few of these stories, these TikTok adventures. Why is my camera so blurry? Hold on just a second. I'm going to see if I can't get that to unblur. I must have bumped the desk hard enough to knock it out of focus. That's going to annoy me. So, there we go. Now I'm not so blurry. I don't know why that camera's so sensitive, or it doesn't refocus. It's kind of a an annoyance, if you will. Yeah. Yep, Cryptic Coffee. That's what I should start. I should start my brand called Cryptic Coffee. We could have like Sasquatch and Alien, or like Gray Alien, and yeah. Oh, look, Zebra's here. Hey, big Zebra. Good to see ya. Yeah, we're not doing sleep paralysis demons. Kind of wish I was now that we brought that up, but I am interested in doing a call-in show though. Captive Desk was one of the first person I talked to. I know Captive Desk would be just like, I'm ready, let's do it. Yeah. Bree can smoke an entire wild-caught Alaskan salmon just by speaking softly and sultry to it. Oh boy. Don't give me a big head. Alright, so Cryptic Corner today. We've done the main one that sticks out was on Halloween. We did that Time to Wait series about the woman who had the shad and the poltergeist and all that. Ended up in the hospital, which was a little problematic. And then we had It's a Giant guy, the dude who actually in real life committed suicide after doing a ARG or whatever of like sighting a Bigfoot or a giant or something. Anyway, and then what else have we done? We did there was another woman who had a poltergeist that way back. I think her name was Emma, but I got a lot of negative feedback for doing that one, and then so I thought, maybe I shouldn't do them, but I always enjoy going on these adventures and trying to figure out what's going on, and today's story is no different. This is Foul Mitten, right? It's an outdoors channel for the most part. They hunt pigeons and go fishing and hunt ducks, and yeah, there's lots of fishing video, turkey, doing their blinds, their kills, and yeah, mostly it's about fishing and bird hunting. Fishing and birding, that's what these guys are into. And they're in Michigan. Somewhere in the wilds of Michigan. But the channel, the About section, says Foul Mitten Outdoors is dedicated to the men and women who enjoy all the outdoor activities as we do. Fishing, hunting, and camping are some of our favorite pastimes. Come join us on our adventures as we create memories in the outdoors to last a lifetime. And then, so it's pretty standard, basic outdoor channel. Modest 3.1 thousand subscribers. 3.14. It's like it's almost pi. Anyway, so it might surprise you to see that they have interlaced in here, you know, among waterfowl hunting for northern Michigan, goose hunting, turkey hunting, that there's a supernatural playlist. A supernatural playlist with 8 videos, but a supernatural playlist nonetheless. So, on top of this, and we're going to watch the supernatural playlist, they also have, here's where they really shine. They have a TikTok with 1.1 million followers, 19.7 million likes. Oh goodness, and they have a new video since the last time I watched. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, so we need to get on this because we're going to watch their latest updates. So, yeah. Here we go. We're going to start with this, with the YouTube playlist though, okay? Because it's sorted and prepared. All right. Are you guys ready?
They're all over the damn place again tonight. Give them a keep walking
So
towards it.
we got eyes. See the eyes?
Might actually get to capture something here.
And it's crouching down. He zoomed in the video a little bit here so you can see it. It's definitely light colored. It appears to be snowing.
All right, whatever you are, you need to leave. Stay out of this place. This is our home.
Oh. And he cocks
This
his
is our
rifle.
home.
Or-
You need to leave.
It's just kind of standing there watching him. I don't know if it thinks that he can't see it or...
Leave now.
I guess he fired on it. And it's gone.
Down for a little bit. I think that'll keep it away for a while. Oh God. I hope that does it. I really do. They're all over the damn place again tonight.
All right.
Give them a keep walking towards it. Might actually get to capture something here. Son of a bitch.
So, what do you guys think? I think it's a person.
All right, whatever you are, you need to leave.
Right now, I think it's a person with a like a snow ghillie suit on, maybe, and glowy Halloween eyes. Like those Halloween things that you can get that go up here. It might even be there's those morph costumes, like the ones where you're all colored one color that are black. You can get them in white too, but that they have like big froggy eyes that glow. And you can crawl around with them. It's pretty cool.
Stay out of this place. This is our home.
What video are we on? Video 2? Okay. I think it'll just play through them. So.
Need to leave.
So you're gonna fire on it.
Leave now.
All right. Now it's unsafe for family. Yeah.
Well, they're leaving for the night. Damn thing was on the porch. So,
Well, this isn't far from Grassman. This isn't Michigan. So, it's Grassman adjacent.
guess it's just going to be me here tonight. And the Federal Fish and Wildlife are out here
The feds.
earlier today, and they I showed them the footage, and they said if I kill it, I could be looking at prison time. But yet they won't investigate what it is. So, anyway, yeah.
Oh, it's on his property. It's threatening his family. I imagine he could probably get away with it. In Michigan, I imagine he'd probably get away with a self-defense argument. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm going to shut off the porch lights, and I'm going to sit out here. It's been about an hour.
Ooh, Carol's Bigfoot agnostic, huh? At this point in my life, I'm Bigfoot atheist for the most part. But I do think there's a phenomenon that's happening to people. I do think they're experiencing something. I just don't know that it's actually a hominid. Hey, AR. Hey, John. There's some eyes. See, this time it's more black than the background. Last time it was white.
I can get a clear shot. I'm shooting it.
It's Mothman. No. It's got some big eyes, though. I mean, if that black...
For something that's not supposed to exist, right?
Check out our Patreon for more on Foul Mitten. Yeah. So, I think that since they haven't named the creature, I'm going to name it Mittens after the channel. This creature is going to be called Mittens. Michigan Mittens. There you go. Michigan Mittens. Fade away, fade away. You had a shot. It's up on the roof.
Holy shit. All right. Some bitch is one on the other side of the house.
Whoa! Ah, it's up on the roof. What's up on...
What the hell?
Left a skeleton on the roof.
What's going on here? Oh my god.
I almost considered when I was watching this, I almost considered at that point where I saw that, I almost considered going to their Patreon, and then this video popped in, and I'm looking at this logo here for Foul Films, and this looks a little bit professional, like it's like they're doing an ARG, like they're playing a game. So let's see. Let's see. Based on true events is where they lose me there. Based on true events? What are you trying to pull here, right? They got Patreon spelled right now, though. Every forest has a story. Different from the rest. Unsafe for family. Some are peaceful and others are evil. Follow us while we save our farm from its grips. Discover the secrets that it holds. Ah. Yeah. the creature. We're not going to keep the name creature here, though. We're going to call it Mittens. So you guys can call it, the official name can be the creature, but I'm going to spread into the cryptid community that this creature is called Mittens. And I think that Mittens is not real. I think Mittens is part of a game you're playing. So there it is. There's Mittens. Hiding in the trees. This is the same video we had before.
All right, whatever you are.
Not
you
new
need to
footage. But I think this is going to be like an amalgamation of all different videos and stuff. There's where he fired at it. Then we'll see where...
So something seemed really off at the gifting rock.
Oh, what was that?
Well, it worked. To be honest, I was almost frozen. Absolutely staring at me right now. But moon.
There's the moon.
Oh damn!
See, this is almost too well put together, right, guys? Come on.
Holy shit! Get out! So, well, it worked.
Ooh, that was a good one. Let me see that again. Hold on. Ooh. Ah, yes, there we go. It's a ghostly thing. I'm betting that's going to turn out to be a skinwalker or something along those lines. This reminds me of marble hornets, though, and I'm not dogging on the foul mittens outdoors guys. I'm not dogging on them. This is well done. Their production quality here is great. Yeah.
Here, I may be able to shut that door and trap it in here. It's definitely not a lightning bug. Oh, shit. Yeah, I gotta get going, man. This is bad. All right, guys.
Here's the thing in the woods again. No. A dark figure moving back in the forest there and then peeking around.
That's really cool.
And it left them a gift of feathers and grass.
Now that shows some real intelligence right there.
It left a skeleton on your roof. I'd say that's a bad sign. Alright, was that it? That's their full playlist there? Okay. So they got a little bit more stuff on TikTok, right? But you gotta kind of root around for it, which is annoying. They don't have like a... I wish... Maybe TikTok does have a way to do playlists. I don't know. But... like to sort it. But they only have cryptids that have one post listed. So but I know there's way more than that in here. So we're going to sort through. There's a creature update there. We need to get all the way back down to where stuff started though. So some past footage. So there's implications that it's extraterrestrial. And it's interlaced with all their regular old, with all their outdoorsman stuff. So you kind of gotta hover over it to see if it's related to Dogman. I'm trying to get down to the first ones, the earliest ones, because there's one where they talk about his son going and finding it and stuff. These things are getting strange. Things are picking up. What do we accidentally... It's getting close to that time of year again. So they talk about spearfishing a lot on this channel. So that's why at first I was like, this is interesting. But then I started looking at the production quality of the newest videos and stuff, and I'm like, I'm a little skeptic now. Just a bad place. I didn't realize there were so many of these. Sorry. Give me a second and I'll get Wish I Never Found It Again. Okay, so where's where we discern what it is? I hunt with idiots. Wish I Never Found this place again. Poltergeist. Interesting. That might be a good place to start as any. Because they still got a ton of videos. Ton of videos. It didn't look this long last night, but I wasn't like... They talk about doing polar bear plunges and stuff too, so, you know, anyway. I think that's it. I think that's the bottom, so. Let's look for our supernatural videos starting down here. So, a lot of ice fishing. It's mostly the ones that are dark, I've noticed. Like, he knows the aesthetic he's going for on these supernatural videos. Anybody, especially that Patreon ad, Mittens is the game confirmed. Here we go, strange creature.
So last night, we figured out where the chicken thief is going. Tonight, we're gonna go set up in the woods, and we're gonna let this creature come to us instead of us trying to go to it. So this time, we have the protection we need, and we have a way of ending this problem once and for all. So follow along, we'll see what happens here.
The chicken thief.
Follow you.
Keep the volume at 100. I won't blow your all's eardrums with the volume at 100. People stomping through the brush. Here we go. Let's hear. Are we going to hear what Mitten sounds like? Oh no. Is that a bear snorting? Snort, snort.
Get out of here, bud. It's enough for tonight.
How do you hunt what you can't see? Can't you like beat the bush and drive it out? That seems like a way to hunt what you can't see.
So last night we figured out where the
Okay, so strange creature.
Strange creature taking our livestock.
So once again this morning we found our chicken coop open. And the only way to open this door is to lift this latch and open the coop to where the chickens are. And past 2 nights something's been getting in here and stealing our chickens. We got fresh snow on the way tonight, and we're going to monitor this coop every 2 hours. And once we see the door open, we're going to go figure out what the hell's been killing our chickens. So stay tuned, keep watching. Well, it's about 1 a.m. and once again the door's open, and something got a couple of chickens. We do have tracks. Can't tell what they are in this fluffy snow, but we're going to jump on the snowmobiles, follow them. They do go off out into the farm field, so
That looks like canine tracks to
catch
me.
whatever this is.
Let's go get him.
You want to go get them, boy?
Let's go get him.
All right, well, we made it about a quarter-mile back into the federal land here. The tracks seem to stop right here. We're thinking, I don't know, bud, where do you think it's at? This is weird. I never even seen tracks like this before.
They can turn around?
I don't know. Is it up
It
there?
flew away.
Wow, this is really weird. Well, we managed to track it to this tree. I don't know where it went from here, but honestly, it looks like it went up. Jesus. What could it be? What the hell is it? You hear that? Jesus Christ. Let's go back and get a gun. Fuck it.
They didn't bring a gun with them?
Start it. Come on. Go. Dylan, get it started.
It's not starting.
Strange creature taking our livestock.
That's the one we just watched, so. Bloopers and outtakes. Oh, of ice fishing. As I say, they got bloopers and outtakes for their creature hunts. That would be something. That would be something. Here, we got one right here. Sensitive content. We're going to watch it anyway. We are daring.
What the hell
and
sounds
brave.
like this?
Just thought I'd let you people hear what we're hearing out here. It's back there quite a ways, but it's out there.
It's out
Been
there.
hearing it at least every other night. We're gonna see if we can hear it. Yep, there it is. See, so about every other night, we're gonna go out there tonight, maybe tomorrow night, and see if we can catch it. We got some traps set up finally, so there's a dead coyote here. I have no idea what killed that coyote. Pretty strange though.
That's the same coyote that ends up on your roof?
What the hell sounds like this?
Just thought I'd let you people.
And then this one.
So, I want to take everybody back here. A place I knew about when I was a kid. Haven't been able to find it since. But let me tell you, it's an eerie place. I got to show everybody this now that I found it again.
Yeah.
Brought my buddy Ashton with me.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I want to go to a spooky place in the woods.
Moon. I get a bad feeling every time I come in here.
Why'd you have to come here on a full moon night?
I don't know.
Goodness.
Because it's a is it a
should be
shapeshifter?
coming
You
up
guys
on it
think?
pretty
Maybe.
quickly.
Yeah, the screeching was definitely like a J, but it was a J tattling on him being out there in the
Telling you some
woods.
Bad stuff happened back here.
It's just an old abandoned house.
All right.
Casey.
I gotta take you and show you this place.
Casey.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Why is the tire swing moving in this tree?
That's some Evil Dead stuff right there.
Just drive by it. I really don't want to. Dude, this is an eerie place, man. There's some bad stuff happened back here in the 70s. Some bad juju here.
It doesn't look like it's been abandoned since the 70s, though. No, those doors are not
Hold on.
70s
Go
doors.
Back. Go back.
Huh.
There was somebody standing in that window.
Shut up.
I seen something in the window, Casey.
Really?
I'm gonna go back. Someone's standing in the window.
Yeah, hold on. Casey, go back.
Maybe.
Go back.
Huh.
Maybe. Hold on. Let's look close, guys.
Yeah, hold on.
There was like sort of a dark.
Go back.
I don't know if it was shadows though from the angle.
Shut up.
I seen something in the window, Casey.
Really?
There was something. Give me that light.
Hey, over here, Ashton, on the side. There should be a.
Casey, I seen something.
No, not clear.
Hello. What's in there? There's a mattress. Like I said, I don't think it looks like it's.
Or a shadow or something standing.
Dude, is that blood on that mattress? All right, come on.
Want to check it out?
See, those doors do not
First
look
floor.
like.
Oh shit! Go! Get out of here! Fucking hurry up, dude! What the fuck? Go! Oh my god!
That was good. I didn't see that coming. That was good. You guys.
All right, guys. I don't know if you can hear that on video or not, but he's out there, and it sounds like we just may have gotten lucky enough to get him in our trap. So tonight might be the night we finally get to figure out what
They're gonna
this
trap
creature is.
him.
But yeah, we got some lights that we had sent to us by Ace Beam here. We got
Oh.
a floodlight, couple of headlamps. That floodlight's I think 25,000 lumens. The headlamps are 4,000 lumens.
They got sponsors,
We're gonna light
guys.
up the woods tonight. These got to be some of the brightest flashlights in the world, so we shouldn't have a problem seeing what we're dealing with and finally bringing this to a resolve. So let's see what happens. Well, we're in the back 40. Should be out here about 100 yards. There's some traps, and that's what we think
Ooh.
it is. So let's see what we can do. You ready, Dylan? All right.
Cocks
go
his
get this
gun.
done.
Yeah, right.
Shouldn't be
Shaky
much further
potato
up
footage.
Another 100 yards, those traps are. Stop. Dylan,
There's the eyes. You see the eyes? Ooh.
what the hell was that? See it? That's not where those traps are. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that?
Well, you got the gun, Dylan.
God, they're everywhere. There's something going on.
Yeah.
Shine back.
That's somebody with those same eyes that somebody wearing the same eyes that the person on the roof was wearing, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah.
I see it.
Son of a bitch. Well, it's not in the traps. All right. Let's go in here a little further and don't shoot unless you see absolutely what it is, all right?
Yeah, probably a good idea to not just start blasting. So I went in there and I started blasting. Is that Frank Reynolds?
Right there, bud. There's something. It ain't natural.
It's the Blair Witch. They have a Blair Witch.
All right, guys. I don't know if you can hear that
So,
on video or not.
I
but
believe that they have a Blair Witch is what the creature that they're dealing with is. And is this part 2 of the same video? Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Right there, bud. There's something. It ain't natural.
The best way to deal with the Blair Witch is with crappy sequels. Actually, I love all the sequels to the Blair Witch, but I'm like in a minority because I like cheesy horror.
There, bud.
Oop, there's the eyes.
Something in there.
There's the eyes right there.
There's more than one. They're watching us. Hey,
They don't move though.
they're nowhere near the traps. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I see it. You know, the big. That's a big arrow. Yes, we see it. We can see the eyes. Everybody can see the eyes, right?
Where are you? Don't shoot, Dylan, until we know what it is.
Forward-facing eyes. Completely still though.
Oh, Lord.
And then there's a jump cut. What's with the jump cut?
Think we can get closer? Maybe we just need to step out of here.
There's the eyes right there.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think we're going to get out of here. Nope, we're not prepared for this yet. We need more people. Get this flashlight on. Yeah, it's time to get out of here. Even with these lights, man, it's just... Unless it's in a trap, I don't want to get that close to it.
Oh, I think it's in a big animal like
I
that.
can't have you shooting something, Dylan, that we don't know for sure what it is.
Big animal like that, you'd be worse if it was in the trap, I think. Oh, goodness.
Oh, God, you hear that? Hey.
Do you hear
Yeah,
that? Ooh. All right. So that's that one. Part 2. Okay. And let's see. I figure we would look for the big numbers. The cryptid videos are probably the ones that perform the best. So that's what I'm looking for.
So, I want to take everybody back here. A place I knew about when I was a kid. Haven't been able to find it since.
Is this the same? This is the same video again.
No, not.
Yeah, with the slamming door.
Go ahead and go first.
We'll watch it again.
No shit, go.
There was too much laughing there, though, guys. Too much laughing. So, this one says it's back. This one also says it's back. This one claims it's a bear, though. Let's see.
Whew. Alright, guys. Sorry if it seems like I'm a little bit out of breath. I just had to chase chickens around the yard and get them back into the coop. Something got into the coop and chickens were everywhere. I'm missing another chicken tonight now.
Chickens were everywhere.
Anyway, I don't know what the hell it is or was, but it tore the crap out of the door, ripped my deadbolt off, the whole 9 yards. Got scratches. This is about what, 4.5 foot up?
Maybe a bear?
I've been trying to get in here for a while, but I heard the chickens making a ruckus. Ran out here, and whatever it is scared it off. So anyway, the joys of keeping chickens, I guess.
Chickens are delicious. Everybody likes chicken.
What the hell?
Oh, that's a good light.
Wow. Holy shit.
There's a light flashing right there.
Hopefully the camera picked that up.
Well, it sounded like an effect laid over the video.
Well,
Is it? You think it's wild juggalos?
I'll put the dog out tonight.
Chicken hunting?
Things at bay.
Who's going chicken hunting?
Alright, guys. Sorry if it seems like I'm a little bit out of breath. I just had to chase chickens around the yard.
I love chasing chickens around the yard. Is this the same video again with a different...
Whew. Alright, guys. Sorry if it seems like I'm a little bit out of breath.
Yeah. Get the same video twice there, homie G. Alright, what's this one? No description or anything. Watch anyway.
Look at this giant bullfrog. Huge. I got him trapped, but he's huge. I've never seen a frog this big. I'm going to lift this up. Just reach your hand underneath and grab him, okay?
Sure.
Yep. Ready?
It's a prank. It's not anything to do with... I'm just
1,
curious what's under here.
2, 3, go. Get him.
What's that?
Dog poop.
Oh. Ooh. Why would you make your kid grab dog poop? Is this creature here?
Whatever is taking our livestock left
one of our
this.
old pastures here. Haven't used it in quite a long time, but this is all new right here. So I'm not sure what kind of hair this is, but it's leading right up towards our chicken coop where we've been having the problem. So
To me, it looks like cow hair.
anyway,
but-
tell me what you guys think. Kind of strange. It's we've never had any brown or reddish colored cows, and yet here's this red fur.
Could be deer. Deer could be
Take it off
scratching
here,
its
show you
back
this.
on your... Could be deer fur, but...
So pretty
scratching
weird.
its
Anyway,
back on there. Baba
Tell me what
Yaga,
you
you think?
could it be the creature? I don't know.
Whatever is
Mittens.
taking our livestock.
It's Mittens fur. Yeah, let's make Mittens happen, guys. I would not make my kid grab dog poop, though. I thought it was going to be a giant spider or something. See, I hate spiders. You know, if you hate spiders, then you may stay out of the woods, because that's where spiders live. And they've lived there for hundreds and thousands of years. We are going back soon. Is this just the same video again, though?
So,
Want to check it out?
Yeah, that's like the 4th time you posted that same video. What's up with that? Just with a different little caption thing. I guess you're trying to get a broader audience. Look at that bug storm. Holy moly. Those lights attracting the bugs, buddy. You gotta turn them off. The gifting rock.
alright guys, I'm on my way back out to the gifting rock here. It's been a few days. All went quiet ever since I spooked whatever it was away from the gifting rock last time. God, it's such a long walk. Anyway, we're gonna go check, see if anything's changed today. Hopefully something has, and I see something up there already. Sweet. Holy cow. Oh. What do we got here?
Piece of antler.
A rock, a little rock, and some kind of structure. And what the hell is... Oh my God. You guys, this is out of my yard. 1.5 miles from here through the woods. This is out of my yard. Whatever this thing is, has been in my yard.
Yeah?
This
Thought
one
you knew that.
missing
Stealing your
days
chicken.
ago. Huh. Oh my God, that's kind of scary, honestly. I'm not even gonna tell my girlfriend about that one. Antlers. All right, well, I brought these just in case. I'm trying to make up. Seeing I startled it last time, I'm gonna leave some flowers, some bananas. That banana's not too healthy. And I'm gonna try this next. I got an old t-shirt of mine that I was wearing yesterday while I was working. It's got my scent all over it. I'm gonna leave that here. Hopefully whatever this creature is can smell that and associates my smell with something good. Maybe that's how I can get a lot closer to this. And I got an epic idea for if I can get this going again, get the creature coming around all the time. I got an idea. We're gonna somehow get this on film. So anyway, yeah, pretty sweet. What the hell? What does all this mean? Maybe somebody can tell me what all this means. A little rock on top of a big rock, the structure, whatever it was being in my yard. Man, it's always more questions than answers.
It's saying, dude, I know where you live.
Anyway, we'll see what happens in the next couple of days out here. I don't know, guys. This coming out of my yard, that's touching a little too close to home. That's actually a bit concerning. So I don't know. Hopefully I hadn't taken this thing too far. I'm a little bit worried about it. We do have kids, you know. Anyway.
Well, does it want your kids? Seems like it wants your chickens.
One thing else I noticed out here near the gifting rack, I have wild berries.
Yeah, yum.
All over the place in here.
Nom nom.
Maybe that is what's bringing this creature to this area.
Yeah, those look delicious.
All right, guys. I'm on my way back out to the gifting rock here. It's been a few days.
It didn't get scary. That wasn't scary. This was a surprise. That's more catfish stuff. What do we got here? Okay, let's see.
Hey guys, we're out doing some four-wheeling a couple nights ago with some friends, about a half mile from the gifting rock, and we accidentally captured something on the backup cam that we just realized that we captured. Pretty cool.
All right.
Check it out. Here comes the video. while you're at it, if you want to help support the channel, check out the link tree in the bio, and we'd greatly appreciate it. Anyway, here comes the video. Check it out.
Just get the fuck
I
out
will.
here,
We'll be
alright?
all right.
This
No,
is
we're gonna be
ridiculous.
all right.
It's fucking pitch black at night, for fuck's sake.
We'll be all
We
right.
don't need to be out here.
We're not gonna get stuck.
Let's get the hell out of here.
You can't even see a way out, man.
You
for
guys being
fuck's
pussies
sake,
about
man.
it.
What the fuck's that?
Something large was thrown at the truck, leaving a large dent. Oh, that's ice fishing stuff. Hold on. I didn't mean to click on that one. Is this the same video again? Looks like it.
Okay, guys, 5th day. The past 4 days, nothing was left at the gifting rock, so we're hoping something's here today. It's hot out, it's buggy, and we're just about there. And holy shit, finally, it's back. Sweet. All right, I brought some gifts for return just in case something was here. Looks like we got a vine. Again, not too impressive. Something in it. Small rock. Huh. Look at this. There's markings on this rock.
Ooh, it's drying.
Huh. All right. And I don't know about this structure, guys. I don't remember it being this big. Seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
It's building a shelter.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave a gift here. I brought a blanket here for the gift back, and I got my little night buddy flashlight here.
You better not have put
And I'm gonna turn
smallpox in that
bad boy
blanket.
on low. And I'm gonna leave that here because that'll stay on for a couple of days, and maybe it'll get a kick out of that. But anyway, I think I'm gonna get out of here. It's a long walk home. Man, every time I'm back here, I just get the willies. Like something's watching you. I'm sure it is. All right, guys. We'll see what happens. And I think if this stuff gets taken, I'm coming out with a tent. That's it. I'm gonna do the camp out thing. I might even do it tonight. I'm not sure yet. So we'll see what happens.
That sounds interesting. Farmer a couple miles down the road sent this to me. Been hearing strange. Is that what, raccoons?
Hello? Hello?
That farmer a couple miles down the road sure sounded like the guy who's on the channel. Look, merch! They got merch! Did you set up camp?
Hey guys, well, I'm on my way back out to the gifting rock. Actually, almost there. If there is something out there today, tonight, I think I'm gonna post up camp, so be really interesting. I brought the tent with me. Whew. I could see something up there already. What in the hell? do we have here? All right. It looks like a weird rock formation.
The bone?
Piece of bone. It's got a rock on it. What kind of bone would that be from? It's old. Well, all right. The structures are seem to be getting bigger and bigger each time I'm out here. But anyway, I'm gonna take this stuff, whatever it means, put it in my bag, and I brought some stuff to leave.
Okay. More bananas?
All right. Brought a couple bananas, clove of garlic, and a bowl. You could find a bowl useful, whatever it is. So anyway, I'm gonna get busy setting up camp, check out the structure a little bit more. So, all right, guys. Yeah, you can see how much bigger they're starting to get here. Out there where the swamp
Making its own
starts to
camp.
open up, I found more structures. And guys, this freaks me out, but my daughter's cat is on one of these structures back there. I can't show that on TikTok because I'll take the video down and it's very graphic. I don't know how I'm going to explain things to her, but anyway, yeah, I wish I could show you. I can't. All right, guys, here's something else I just come across. Doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, but that's even stranger yet. You can see part of a structure back there.
Some of this just
no,
like
you guys
deadfall
tell
to
me.
me. That looks like
Get
something
camp
somebody
set up
built,
before it gets
but
completely dark though. So there's the gifting rock. There's my tent. Took me a little bit to get set up, but we're gonna do this tonight, folks. Wish me luck.
by yourself.
Hey guys, well, I'm on my way back out to the gifting rock.
Let me sleeps through it.
All right, guys, about 7:15 in the morning. Didn't get much sleep last night. Was definitely hearing a few things in the distance, but nothing close. Pretty sure I even heard a wood knock, believe it or not. But anyway, I got a long hike out of here. I still got to get to work this morning. I'll be back out tonight, see what happens. So anyway, let's keep following along. We'll see what happens tonight.
Oh no.
I'll be back out tonight though. See what happens.
A survey from the
All right, guys, about 7:15.
Survey from the Innovation Center for U.S. Dairy found that 7% of American adults think chocolate milk comes from brown cows. That's pretty. Yeah, like it left the garlic. Maybe there's a vampire. Where were we? Right there. Is this the same video again? Jeez.
You know that hat I'm wearing in pretty much all of my videos? Well, it's called the Panther Vision. You can find it in our link tree in our bio, and it has a built-in headlamp.
Well, just advertising. Is this the same video again? That's that video again.
Hey everybody. Hey, I just got out of work. It's getting late, but nothing's been happening at the gifting rock lately at all, so I'm going to take this opportunity tonight
to go beyond the structures and see what's back there. Hopefully I can get there before dark. But if not, I'm still going to go out there. Anyway, keep following along and let's see what we find out there, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not an Italian Sasquatch.
Hey, I live out here in the country. The cops aren't going to be here anytime soon. Somebody breaks into my house. I know what I have to do to protect my family. The second thing I got to do is call a really good attorney. And for $11 a month, I don't have to worry about how much that's going to cost anymore.
Oh, more advertising. No, thank you.
Oh, God. Oh, I just got hit with something. Well, I'm getting out here late. Wanted to get out here before dark, but it is what it is. On my way to the gifting rock, just about there. Anyway, there it is. There's something there.
He's got it blurred. I think it must be dead animals.
Oh my God. Oh. I gotta be careful what I show here because of TikTok's rules, but those are deer antlers.
Killed a deer?
That's a gifting rock, and that's a disembodied deer.
Disembodied?
About
What?
a quarter of the deer sitting there.
Oh.
Oh, that's spooky. It's
giving you
my decisions what I want to do here now. But
it's leaving you
I
food.
said I was going to do it, so we're going to do it. There hasn't been nothing going on here in 3 weeks. Well, we're going beyond the structures, guys. So, here we go.
Ooh. She'll start screaming at you. Watch.
Oh, geez.
Whoa.
Okay,
A disembodied
guys,
deer.
1/8 of a mile now, and still no sign of what this creature could be or any evidence of it out here.
Looks like a lot of deadfall, though.
But yeah. So if I find something, I'll turn the camera back on. All right, guys. I no sooner turned off the camera when all of a sudden the woods just exploded. Whatever's out there does not want me here. So I'm trying to get out of here as quick as I can without getting lost. Stick with me. Whatever's back here does not want me here. It's following me out. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, God. All right. It's right behind me. Try not to.
You better run, then. You better hustle.
Oh, God. Oh, I just got hit with something. Oh, so. Oh, God. Oh,
Was that supposed to be the end? That would have been a good place to end the series. Pop! Got hit with something and then end it there. This is creepy.
All right, guys, real quick, I want to show you something I found today. This is our old 1870s Michigan cellar here. You can see it's got log floor joists in here. It's so old. And it's in a house that we've been renovating for quite some time now. And today I was in the crawl space doing some plumbing. And check out what I found in the corner, just about completely buried. I got it out here. Check this out.
Jar with
What in the
some
hell
bones.
is this?
It's witchcraft.
Those look like bones. I'm pretty sure that's bone, and that is ash.
Yeah.
And there's also hair on the top of it that was stuck on with some wax. No idea what to make of this whatsoever, but I don't know. I'm thinking about dumping it out outside and seeing what else is in it. I don't know. Maybe I should leave it alone. Not sure. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think in the comments.
Ash
Just
plus
really
bone,
strange.
leave it alone, someone said.
What people say about this house. A lot of people like to tell me this house is haunted. But after seeing this, maybe it is. I don't know. So, strange, really strange.
Put it back, say you're sorry, and walk away, someone
Old Mason
says.
jar. It looks like it's in good shape. The jar's not even, the lid's not even rusty. That was sticking up out of the ground. It is dry down here. But
Yeah.
really weird. Alright guys, real quick.
You're never going to explain what happened when you fell in the woods, huh? I'm gonna leap ahead, guys, because it seems like a lot of this is just repeats of the same stuff. So I'm gonna go up to the most recent ones now. We may go back through and dig through some of these some other time, but there's a creature update, and I want to know.
So here's the
from
plan.
2 days ago.
I gotta build myself a little blind, maybe. I'm not sure. But this is the door that it seems to be going in and out of. I'm gonna let it get back here a little ways. Then I'm gonna lock it, like so, trapping it in here with me, capturing it on film. All right, guys, well, it's been about 3 hours. All right, guys, it busted me, man. It busted me. It's taking off. Come on. Stupid lock. Oh, God, I gotta get this thing locked. So here's the plan.
And it's just left like that. Let's see.
Here, I may be able to shut that door and trap it in here. Definitely not light enough.
Yeah, see how it becomes like a gifting rock
And,
update.
yeah. There is something on the gifting rock. Structures look like they've remained the same. Let's see what's going on here with the gifting rock. Looks like got a piece of wood, moss.
Ooh, that looks pretty.
Something.
There's teeth?
Teeth. Oh, mosquitoes.
Teeth! Some Blair
Why is
Witch
it
right
teeth?
there. Those deer teeth?
That is really strange. It's teeth. Huh. Well, I don't know, guys. I guess I'm gonna take it.
Yeah?
And lucky for me, I brought some stuff just in case today. I'll show you what I got here. I got a tin with a flower in it from the flower garden. Put a lid on that. And I just got a old coffee cup. It's dirty even, but hey, who cares? And we'll see what it does with that. But before I go, on the way in here, I seen something I want to show you. So give me a moment and we'll check this out.
All right. So, what do y'all think? That was Mittens, Mittens, the Michigan monster, from Foul Mitten Outdoor Channel. Do you guys think that there was actually something going on, or do you think it was something? This is ARG. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Voodoo juggalos, I suspect. You guys with your juggalo jokes. Yeah. But there's more videos of this like lots more. We don't have any more time for Cryptic Corner, so that's why I had to cut it off there. But there's more. If you guys want to follow up on it sometime, we can. It's definitely it was left open ended, so we'll have to revisit. They're on the grift. Do you think so? Yeah, I kind of feel like they're just doing a game. All right. So that was Cryptic Corner for this morning, or for this morning for the Life of the Hive audience, which you again can join if you want to be part of this over here. All you gotta do is get up on Saturday morning and come hang out with us. But thank you for joining us tonight on Cryptic Corner. Join us tomorrow morning, and you can be part of the crowd. Please remember to be kind, take care, and we will see you next time. All right, so live from the Hive audience, as you know, don't go anywhere because we got more show to come. We got Creation Watch right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss this because it's more monsters. So, yeah, I'll see you over there.
Back to the drawing board. Well, the crystal. I love the Crystal Palace. I love the depictions. Actually, and I love the depictions like a Lost World, the old stop motion animations because it gives us a picture of how science works. It gives us.
I'm an old guy, so I remember, and I was always into this cheesy old black and white movies older than me, and so I've seen all these different renderings of how dinosaur depictions have changed over the years. And I remember when they were upright walking, when their tails had to drag in a weird way, and very reptilian tails that wound around like snake tails, and they were slow, plodding, heavy breathing, not much energy, not much move. And then what it turns out that they are, and I was a little disappointed to find out that they were covered in feathers because that makes them somehow less dangerous looking. But the fact is that they had a means of absorbing oxygen, which, like birds do, they had fully avian skeletons with one-way ventilation, air sacs, and all of that. They were so much more efficient with the way that they could process oxygen that not only were they not slow and plodding, but they were pound for pound more energetic, more powerful, and had longer endurance than any mammal. So they were the supreme life form on Earth.
Oh, definitely.
And it's funny that we look at ourselves as the pinnacle of creation, and yet we are not. We didn't get any of the advantages that they have.
Looking into the air pockets and sauropod vertebrae and stuff like that, you can really see that despite their size, these weren't plodding animals. They were built as lightly as possible, but with as massive as possible.
When I say pound for pound, that's an interesting comparison because a Tyrannosaurus and an elephant may weigh the same, but the Tyrannosaurus is still bigger.
Right, exactly.
Because they were much more lightly constructed, and part of this, the efficiency of how they could process oxygen allowed them to be huge, and the fact that their bones were pneumatic also allowed them to be huge.
Yeah.
So that's why they were so damn big. The problem is that they also had a high energy consumption, and so they now have to eat quite a lot. All of them have to eat quite a lot to maintain all of that.
And we see it in the extant species, definitely with.
So birds managed to make it through the KT extinction because they were relatively small and versatile, and so they're the only dinosaurs that made it. And because they could fly, because not all the dinosaurs could fly. Pterosaurs could fly, but pterosaurs back then were also huge. The pterosaurs were once very, very diverse. They had all different kinds of niches, but then when they started sharing more and more with birds, they kind of compartmentalized, so that the pterosaurs became the gargantuan flyers, the really big things. That they were much bigger than ever birds could ever be. But that also was their downfall because they were so freaking huge. They have these huge energy consumption needs, and so in a post-apocalyptic world,
which rule of evolution is that? That the more it's slipping my mind. The more specialized a group gets, the less options they have to survive an extinction event.
Yeah, I can't remember the name for that either, but you do get yourself painted into a corner So the more specialized you are, the more dependent you are on that speciality. You need to have the versatility in order to make it through the challenging circumstances.
And I mean, we've had some doozies of extinction events, and it's always these more basal forms that make it through.
Your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. My children aren't going hungry. I'll do it. I'll drink your blood. And I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like size it up? I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop his ass up, size it up. I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop, 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 chop. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I'll barbecue your ass flat. I will cook your ass up so fast, and I'll tell them, "Oh, I killed a cow out back, baby." You think Christ would eat somebody? He would never do that. I will. I'm ready to hang them up, gut them and skin them and chop them up. You know what? I'm ready. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. That's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass first. I swear to God, if it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna get my hands around your throat.
Hello, my beauties and bees, and welcome to Creation Watch, where we look into some of the wilder notions of how the world works in lieu of natural explanations, and where that leads you down some wild paths. And today's wild path is especially egregious, so I hope you guys are in for a ride, because this is going to be a fun one. This is a new channel that I've never covered before. They are called, actually I can make that bigger now that, right, I had to change the way that it was, I had to size it down because Kent Hovind, I can scale it back up now. So this is Eridan is the name of this channel, and they got some great videos. You got the reason for the flood, Nephilim, biblical giants, fallen angels, and we got Satan of the sea, Leviathan. So we're gonna probably have to revisit this channel again. The Christian symbolism, the tears of the kingdom, Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, the first sin. They are still on Earth, the descendants of the Nephilim, and then of course we got Bigfoot, Noah's flood, Cain and Abel, Christian lore. That is what I'm here for today, and I hope you all are here for it too, because it's going to happen. We're going to talk about biblical Bigfoot. So, without further ado, let's get started. Let me know if you can hear this all right.
Bigfoot is a large, hairy, human-like mythical creature purported to inhabit the forests of North America. However, Bigfoot is only one branch of the family tree. All over the earth, creatures of similar appearances have been reported to be seen. Sasquatch, Grassman, Yeti, and Abominable Snowman are but some of the names affiliated with these creatures. Their sightings have inspired folklore and superstition, and today we will be exploring the belief that the hairy hominids are the result of a curse. Before we begin, this video is made with the intent to entice people to read the words within the Bible so that they may follow more closely the Word of God. If you enjoyed the contents of this video, please remember to like, and if you would want to see more, subscribe.
No, Bigfoot's the Messiah. Captive Desk. Grassman's a false prophet. Look at the trees. Grassman's our false prophet. Bigfoot is the true Messiah. Maybe Momo's the true Messiah. That's the local one here.
First, let's begin with the book of Genesis. In Genesis 3, Adam and Eve are expelled from the Garden of Eden. Genesis 4 then begins with the birth of Cain. It reads, "And Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord." Cain's birth came after the introduction of sin into the world. Adam and Eve both ate of the forbidden fruit, failing the test of obedience, and as a result were expelled from the garden. So Cain was the first to be born from sin. Like us, he inherited it, born of it, and so there is a concentration of malice within him as there is in us. Genesis 4 continues to read, and she...
I think it was Imber I heard say the other day that about written on the heart, that the Aztecs spent generations checking hearts for messages, and there wasn't any.
She again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Yeah, it sounds like God was kind of a dick in that situation. It's like, hey, I grow fruit and vegetables, so here's some fruit and vegetables. You know, the guy's like, I grow lamb or I grow livestock. Here's some lamb and some fat from the lamb. And God's like, hell yeah, I love lamb and fat from the lamb. Uck your vegetables. Dude, that's what he does. He grows vegetables for a living. What do you expect?
And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted.
I always kind of wondered if this part of the narrative was more like a shot, because the culture and the society was pastoral, right? A lot of shepherds and stuff that were writing these narratives, and were they trying to point out their superiority to like agrarian culture, with like agriculture and farming and stuff like that, like crops, and maybe were the people of Judah. I mean, there had to have been farmers too, though, right? I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point.
If thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. Cain slew Abel out of the pain and anger of rejection. Jealousy gripped him, and he took from his brother something that could not be returned. He became a slave to sin, and the sinister seeds it plants in one's mind. Genesis 4 continues, And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass, that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord, and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden.
All right, let's explore this whole section here. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear, saying, no, this is too much for me. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth. So it sounds... Did they go to space? From the face of the earth, I mean... And from thy face shall I be hid. So, someplace where God can't see him? How's that work? And I shall be a fugitive and vagabond in the earth. In the earth. Okay. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. That sounds like a rough go of it. I guess that's God's punishment for murder is eternal torture. And the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. Sounds pretty rough. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any find him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod in the east of Eden.
Cain, in light of the Lord's punishment, stated that it was too much for him to bear. He became a deathless wanderer who bore a mark. The place that he was banished to was Nod. The location of Nod has been highly debated. However, a likely meaning is that the Lord banished Cain to endless exile, as Nod in Hebrew means wanderer, exile, or fugitive. This would also explain why the Lord phrased Cain's location in a way that is not permanent, lest any finding him would indicate that he is not in a fixed position. Cain's eternal journey would be a suitable explanation as to why there are many forms of the world's most famous cryptid, as wherever he would go, so would his seed. But, for that to happen, Cain would have had to have survived the flood. Forwarding to Genesis 7, during the times of Noah, verse 17 to 22 reads, and the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lift up above the earth.
Okay, so the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lifted above the earth. Yeah. And Sasquatch was not counted among, at least not in any verses or anything, among the passengers on the ark. And if Sasquatch was a descendant from Cain, he would have been notably human enough for them to say, oh yeah, with all the humans, there was also this other type of human.
And the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beast, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land, died.
And we can explore this whole notion, right, of all the things that breathe with their nostrils, because the flood, the biblical flood, would have been detrimental to ocean life and freshwater organisms like freshwater fish and amphibious creatures of that nature. The sudden salinity shift would have killed most everything except for some very highly specialized organisms that can move between brackish and salt water. But then again, the heat generated by this flood would have flash boiled anything swimming around in there anyway.
However, those of the sea did survive, and if you subscribe to this theory, those who dwelt within the earth did too. This theory is spawned by the many interpretations of Genesis 6. Verse 4 reads, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. The subject of the Nephilim and the fallen angels has already been covered on this channel. However, what we are focusing on within this video is the phrasing of the location of the giants. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that. Giants are not described as on, but in the earth.
We're talking about the monsters, grr. You just gotta do this.
Talk about the damn monsters, whatever.
They concealed themselves within her bowels and emerged once the waters had subsided. Could this explain the giant's survival? Could Cain have survived within the earth too? I'll let you decide. This theory and interpretation has been behind the belief that this video is aiming to address. In response to my Nephilim coverage, I have received many comments claiming that Cain is Bigfoot. I decided to investigate these claims and was quick to find the source of this rumor. Mormons are a religious group that embrace...
The Mormons! Damn it, Mormons! Mormons have the freaking wildest folklore, I swear. Like, I mean, look at this. Look at what we're talking about. Bigfoot is Cain.
Base concepts of Christianity, as well as revelations made by their founder, Joseph Smith. They primarily belong to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is headquartered in Salt Lake City, Utah. The location of the headquarters and the origin of the rumor has, in my opinion, been a huge contribution to the rumor's existence. Since the 1980s, sightings of the
I think it's more than rumor to the Mormon Church, though. I think it's canon, right? That Cain is Bigfoot.
Legendary Bigfoot have been reported. Utah State University found up to 50.
Is it a rumor or is it canon? I don't know. I've never been a Mormon before, so I'm not sure. But
recorded sightings of the creature. The reports consist of claims of seeing large, hairy, human-like creatures of varying levels of height. For those unawares, Mormons do not put their belief in the Word of God. Rather, their faith is centered around augmented texts of the Holy Scriptures. It is here I must condemn the Mormon belief and those that follow it.
Aren't all versions of the text augmented? I mean, the King James Version has some clear alterations from, like, the Vulgate, for instance, in the way that it produces, I don't know about the New Testament, but definitely the Old Testament stuff. Because, like, dragons and stuff are changed to hyenas and things like that. No, it's a Brigham Young quote. Mormons are embarrassed by and the church likes to ignore. Do not get the insanity of Brigham Young confused with the horniness of Joseph Smith. It's all insanity to me. I did not see that. What stream was that on, Gur?
It is said in the Holy Bible, "For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book." So I ask and instruct those who follow the false teachings of Mormonism to turn away and turn to truth. The Word of God is found within the Holy Bible. I recommend the King James Version. I say this out of love and a want for your soul to not perish. Jesus.
Proselytizing to the Mormons, like he thinks that Mormons going to come up in here watching this Bigfoot video about them being being biblical monster Bigfoots.
This is the way, the truth, and the life. To know the Father is to know the Son. To know the truth is to read the Word. Now that has been addressed. The accounts of Cain and Abel are different in the Church of the Latter-day Saints canon books of Scripture. The Book of Moses in the Pearl of Great Price is where, due to the augments at the hands of Joseph Smith, the founder of Mormonism, the 6 beginning chapters of Genesis became 8. Again, to address this important fact before exploring this account, this is not true biblical scripture. Cain is said to be a child of Adam and Eve, but not described as the first. He was a tiller of the ground, who loved Satan more than God. It was because of Satan that Cain...
Why did he... Where does it say in the Bible that Cain loved Satan? I don't remember that. I think a verse like that would have popped out to me. Is someone going to tell me the verse that he's talking about?
brought an unacceptable offering before the Lord. The Lord rejected it, and Satan was pleased with the outcome, as he knew it would happen. Cain then married a niece who, like him, loved Satan more than God. Satan and Cain then made a pact, where Cain became the father of Satan's lies on earth. Cain then took on the alias Mahan, as he was the master of a great secret, that he may murder and get gain. Cain then slew Abel, fulfilling his agreements. It's by no surprise then.
That sounds awful extra biblical to me. Like, you're talking about the Mormons making up their own verses. And you notice how this person was happy to provide verses backing up the earlier commentary, but now suddenly Scripture is missing from their interpretation, and they're just making up stuff about Cain. They're just making it up whole cloth. I don't believe that this... Where is this found?
That Cain would become a figure of stalking evil against Mormons. As a known Mormon quote reads, "When Satan sends Cain against Mormons, they must think, we must be on the right path, or Satan wouldn't bother sending in his most evil hordes against us."
Bigfoot's not
in
evil.
This story of Cain,
my little child that lives inside of me still, that still wants Bigfoot to be real and still believes wholly in Bigfoot, that little child inside of me does not think that Bigfoot's evil. It thinks that it's a big, gentle giant animal that may eat a little bit of meat, but definitely doesn't target humans as prey or want to hurt humans. You know.
Cain as a figure has become the archetype of evil and sin within Mormonism, second only to Satan himself. The most well-known account of Cain coming in contact with those involved in the Church of Latter-day Saints is the eyewitness recordings of early church apostle David W. Patton. Now, this account is something that historians would dismiss. That is because the story is a third-hand account. The happenings occurred in the year 1835. It was then published in a biography of Patton, written by a man named Lycoagus Wilson in 1900. The account seen within the 1900 biography was then referenced and retold in a 1969 book named Miracle of Forgiveness by Spencer W. Kimball. Kimball was the 12th president of the Church of Latter-day Saints, and his book, Miracle of Forgiveness, became a staple of Mormon reading. It is a book that bishops have been known to give to members struggling with their sin, and that many mission presidents assign their missionaries to read. The account would have been forgotten if it hadn't been referenced in the book of 1969. The release, along with the 1980s sightings of Bigfoot-like beings in Utah, the Church of Latter-day Saints headquarters, is, in my opinion, the cause of this still existing rumor and belief. But to now read the source of that rumor. As I was riding along the road on my mule, I suddenly noticed a very strange personage walking beside me. His head was about even with my shoulders as I sat in my saddle. He wore no clothing, but was covered with hair. His skin was very dark. I asked him where he dwelt, and he replied that he had no home, that he was a wanderer in the earth and travelled to and fro. He said he was a very miserable creature, that he had earnestly sought death during his sojourn upon the earth, but that he could not die, and his mission was to destroy the souls of men. About the time he expressed himself thus, I rebuked him in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, and by virtue of the holy priesthood, and commanded him to go hence, and he immediately departed out of my sight.
Fever dream.
1835 isn't the only time a Cain-like entity encountered the LDS Church. One is an account of E. Wesley Smith, who purportedly encountered someone who may have been Cain. The other is from Horace Rawson, an early church member. He claimed to have met a very strange man in 1847 who fit the description of Cain. As you can tell, Cain has become a boogeyman to the Mormons. Due to the distribution of books written by heads of their church and their headquarters, this then, in my opinion...
Hey, don't be shaming people with their Bigfoot kink. Yeah. maybe people can be into Bigfoot. I think Bigfoot, if it existed, it'd be a people. It'd be a type of type of people. They wouldn't be a different species. Although maybe a different species or different subspecies than human. But definitely within the genus, within the same genera as Homo sapiens. So be like Homo sasquatchus or something like that.
Inspired the superstition
Swallfoot.
in Utah of Bigfoot's presence. Kane's happenings and whereabouts after his exile deserves its separate video, in which the facts can be properly explored. Unfortunately, mixing myth with legends can and will have a negative impact on the truth. By spreading this rumor, it, to the uninitiated, tarnishes the truth of the Bible and causes confusion with those who are not familiar to the...
But does it though, or does it make it cooler? Does including Bigfoot in the Bible tarnish the Bible or make the Bible more awesome? So I think Bigfoot phenomena is super interesting and ongoing and currently not well understood, whereas biblical mythology it's kind of it's niche. I guess Bigfoot's niche too, but like biblical realist mythology though, nah.
The many false teachings of those who have added to or taken away from God's word. That concludes this video. I again ask those who are a part of the Church of the Latter-day Saints to turn away from their false teachings.
Turn away from the false teaching.
And you will
Don't
be
go to
given
Christ
truth.
though.
If you wish to support the work I do here on this channel, please see my Patreon.
Yeah, they show us Patreon and whatnot. But yeah, that was Aridin, 50K subscribers. Really nice looking thumbnails that they make though. Really nice looking. A lot of interesting looking videos. Dark Soul lore. That's a little weird that they mix that Dark Soul lore. National Geographic Elden Ring lore. Huh. Interesting choice of content. I guess I don't have any room to talk. I do cryptozoology and then creationism. Yeah. Anyway, so that was my creation watch for today. Aridin, and looking at some Bigfoot folklore with whether or not it's biblical, whether or not Bigfoot is Cain, brother of Abel, who slew him in wrath over God favoring his brother. Crazy stuff that we find ourselves stepping in sometimes. I think it's about to get a little bit wilder though. So for everybody hanging out with me on Wednesday night, make sure you come back Friday for CryptoCorner at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then 9:30 a.m. Same time zone, Saturday morning, live from the Hive. You can be part of this group over here. This group over here that is hanging out with me and then keeping me company while I go through the topics for the day. All right, we got more show coming up for you though, so don't go anywhere. I guess I need to say bye to everybody first. Everybody watching this on Wednesday night. Please remember to take care, be kind, and we will see you next time. All right. So my life in the Hive audience, don't go anywhere because there's more show to come. I will see you guys over in HiveScience in just a moment. Hello and welcome to HiveScience. We got some strange science on the menu for you today, so I hope you guys are ready. Thank you so much for popping in to watch a little bit of HiveSci. The topic on the agenda for today is tickled rats reveal brain structures that control laughter. Rodents' squeaks may shed light on neural mechanisms of play in humans. Yeah, and they're going to tickle these rats. Do rats like to be tickled? The furry rodents can be quite fun-loving, scientists say. And yes, under the right circumstances, they do enjoy a bit of rough and tumble play, letting out high-pitched squeaks akin to human laughter. Now, researchers say they have identified the area of the brain responsible for this playfulness. The discovery reported today in Neuron represents a fantastic step forward for understanding the neural basis of play and laughter, says Sergio Pellis, a neuroscientist at the University of Lethbridge, who was not involved in the study. Of all mammalian behavior, play is one of the least understood, says Michael Brecht, a neuroscientist at the Humboldt University of Berlin. Neuroscience tends to focus very much on a verse of things, he explains, such as the brain region behind aggression and fear. Play remains a mystery. There's relatively little research on positive emotions, Brecht says, which I tend to think is a mistake. The research that does exist shows rats will keep playing even after their entire cortex, the part of the brain essential for consciousness and high-level behavior, has been destroyed. This suggests that play, like fear, is instinctual. Some studies propose that a structure called the periaqueductal gray, the PAG, which plays a role in vocalization, the fight or flight response, and other behaviors might be involved. When rats play fight with one another, they exhibit behaviors that mimic fear and aggression. So Brecht suspects that the PAG or a similar region of the brain might be responsible. Rats are capable of particularly complex forms of play, similar to those seen in humans, Pellis says. In one previous experiment, Brecht's team even taught the rodents to play hide and seek. At the beginning of the game, the rat was enclosed in a box while the researchers hid somewhere in the room. The researcher that opened the box used a remote control, allowing the animal to jump out and begin seeking. When the rat successfully found the hidden scientist, it was rewarded with, you guessed it, a tickle. The rats were also given the opportunity to hide while the researchers looked for them, and they proved to be especially good at coming up with creative hiding spots. This ability to strategize was almost spooky, Brecht recalls. To further investigate the PAG's role in play, members of Brecht's team first made sure the rats were comfortable with their new playground, aka a dimly lit plastic box, as well as their human playmates. The researchers then played games of chase the hand and tickle and the animals on their backs and belly. See the video below, which we will be looking at for examples from the behavioral experiment. In response to the tickling, the rats shimmied in delight and let out endless giggles. During the play session, the team monitors the rat's brain activity with brain electrodes. The small implanted wires allow the animal to move around freely while a suspended ultrasonic microphone monitored their laughter, which is too high-pitched for humans to hear. When the rat was squeaking and engaging in play, a distinct region of their PAG lit up with activity. When the rodents were instead placed on a high platform under a strong light, conditions that make rats anxious, they stopped squeaking and their PAG neurons went dark. This implicated the PAG on the rat's playful behavior, but it wasn't entirely responsible for it. When the researchers injected a chemical into the PAG to stop neurons from functioning, the animals stopped squeaking when tickled and lost interest in their human playmates. This result suggests the PAG plays a crucial role in ticklishness and play, the team concluded. In the future, Brecht hopes to investigate whether the PAG also contributes to other aspects of play, such as following rules. It turns out that rats are big sticklers for them. In the hide-and-seek experiments, the rodents quickly lost interest when the humans used the same hiding spot over and over or failed to properly conceal themselves, he says. Play is vitally important to the well-being of both humans and animals, says Jeffrey Bergdorf, a neuroscientist at Northwestern University who was not involved in the study. Past experiments have shown that when certain animals are deprived of play, they become depressed, fail to form relationships, and are less resilient to stressful situations. Lack of play has even been shown to stunt brain development. Bergdorf thinks Brecht's cutting-edge work in rats could help uncover the neural mechanism of play in humans by understanding how the brain processes positive as well as negative emotions, he says. Researchers may be able to develop more personalized and effective treatments for patients who suffer from anxiety and depression. Brecht, for his part, hopes that his work will lead to a greater appreciation of play among the scientific community. As this new study demonstrates, the desire to play may be hardwired into our brains. If we don't get enough of it, the consequences could be severe. A bit more tickling probably couldn't hurt either. All right, we're going to watch the video now. It's only 16 seconds, so make sure the volume's good and you all should be able to hear. We're going to go ahead and blow her on up. Here we go. Sure didn't stay on the screen very well. But yeah, I could hear it. So that's the rat tickle. All right. So that was our strange science for today. Thank you for sticking with me and checking out these rat tickling experiments. It's a little bizarre, but that's what we do here in Strange Science. Please remember to be kind, take care, and we'll see you next time. All right, for my Live from the Hive audience, it's Shark Time. Shark Time has arrived. All right. Because we are discovering new species of sharks. Pretty cool. New shark species emerging from the deep. Look at this cool looking shark here. Looks, the eyes remind me of a Greenland shark's eyes. Deep sea, you know. More and more new species of sharks are being discovered as humanity peers deeper into the ocean. It was a mystery that began with an egg. In 1989, scientists in Australia found a curious kind of mermaid's purse, a leathery egg case which Some species of sharks lay instead of giving birth to live young. The empty egg case had one of the most unique features, a row of prominent ridges along the top. The egg had been found off the Rowley Shoals, a group of atolls on the edge of a continental shelf in the East Timor Sea, a few hundred kilometers off the northeast coast of Australia. They offered up more questions than they did answers. What had laid them? Where did it live? And why did its egg case have such a distinctive appearance? It would be more than 30 years before the scientists would finally find out the most basic of these questions, and in doing so, discover a completely new shark species. More than 2 decades into the 21st century, humanity is still finding new species of the ocean's most impressive hunters. As recently as the mid-1980s, science had settled on around 360 species of sharks, ranging from the deep-sea featherweights like the 20-centimeter, 8-inch long dwarf lantern shark to the enormous plankton-feeding whale shark, the largest species of fish in the ocean. But in little more than 40 years, this number has jumped to nearly 40%. There are more than 500 known species, and the number of new shark species shows no signs of dropping off. This new wave of discovery rivals that of the golden age of exploration. It is as much a byproduct of painstaking work in the archives of museum collections as it is peering into the deep waters of the world's ocean. Take the shark that laid the mysterious ridged egg case, for instance. Will White, the senior curator of Australia's National Fish Collection at CSIRO, Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization in Hobart, Australia, was part of the team that connected the dots. After being discovered during a survey at Rowley Shoal, the egg case had been... Sorry about that. The egg case had been disseminated to museum archives without anyone looking much further into the case's strange ridge. Here's the egg case right here. The ridge top of the egg case may help protect the embryo while it's growing. That's what this caption says. In 2011, a researcher called Brett Human was volunteering at the Western Australia Museum in Perth when he came across the ridged shark egg case. While it was similar to eggs laid by another species of shark, that animal had never been found in Australian waters. Human linked the eggs... so I'm going to be messed up by calling him Human. Human linked the egg case to other eggs which had been found off Australia and narrowed down the species to possibly being a member of the cat shark family, but he could not determine the exact species. He first described the case and did a very good effort of trying to narrow it down. He did a lot better than what a lot of people would have, actually, said White. Nothing happened on that until we started looking at the case with colleague Helen O'Neill. Even then I was like, I think I'm barking up the wrong tree looking at cases. No one's really done it. There's probably a reason why. They found a developing embryo inside an egg case with the same telltale ridge. It turned out that CSIRO had also been sent an example of the egg case in the 1980s, and no one had done further research. It wasn't until I started looking at the collection data that I realized they're actually from the same survey. It was collected from the same location on the same day. White and his colleagues knew the egg recovered in the 1980s had come from a certain depth between 410 meters or 1,345 feet and 504 meters or 1,640 feet, and started looking for sharks which had been caught at the same depth. The CSIRO collection had what was thought to have been a South China cat shark, which turned out to have been pregnant when it was caught. The scientists dissected it and found developing embryo inside an egg case with some of the same telltale ridge as the one discovered years before in Raleigh Shoals. The detective work proved it was a completely new species, and the mystery that Australian shark scientists had been scratching their heads over for the last 30 years was finally solved. The sinister-looking cat shark is thought to lay the eggs on coral hundreds of meters below the surface. It took us like 2 days to work it out, says White. The thing is, you've got to be looking specifically for it. The adult of that group is a very very subtly different, he says. The species now has a scientific name. A common name is due to follow, and was unveiled in the Journal of Fish Biology in April of 2023. This new variety of demon cat shark, otherwise known as a Prosturus ovicorgatus, is thought to dwell around 700 meters, 2,297 feet beneath the surface, laying its egg cases over coral in water too deep for sunlight to penetrate. White says this family of sharks is particularly hard to research because they are so elusive and because the differences between species can be so subtle. With this group in particular, we're actually down into looking at aspects of the digestive tract and liver shape and stuff like that. You're definitely getting desperate when you start getting into characters like that, White says. The demon cat shark is not the only new cat shark species to have turned up. He says that the current experts on this group of sharks all liaise with each other and talk with each other because identifying new species can be such a challenge. The other thing, unfortunately, is that you do get some specimens in collections that all you got is the fixed preserved specimen. You don't actually have a fresh photo. That demon cat sharks we describe are lucky because we had a fresh photo as well. The demon cat shark was not the only discovery White had a part in identifying recently. Another species, a type of horn shark, was caught in surprisingly deep water off Australia's western coast in a survey last year. Horn sharks tend to like living in shallow waters, often sitting on the seafloor in kelp forest, but this new species was found at 150 meters or 500 feet. But that's nothing compared to what may lie ahead, White says. The demon cat shark is not the only new species of cat sharks to have turned up. We've actually found another new species of the same genus, also with ridged egg cases, but different ridged egg cases off Queensland. So we're working on that now, he says. The new species of horned shark there, discovered in the deep water, which other horned sharks appear to avoid. This article's a lot longer than I remember it being. All right. I'm going to have to take a drink. I've got a feeling that another one from Queensland, it's new, from the same genus. And I think there is another one in Western Australia. It's either new or it's a new record of a species poorly known from elsewhere in the world, says White. The waters around Australia aren't the only ones offering up new shark species. On the other side of the Indian Ocean, German shark scientist Simon Wigman of the Erasmus Branch Research Laboratory in Hamburg helped to discover 2 new species of saw sharks, bizarre-looking creatures armed with long snouts or rostrums studded with sharp teeth off the southeastern coast of Africa. The saw sharks were found with the help of a colleague, Ruth Leaney, from the Anderson Cabot Center of Ocean Life, who had been researching new species of related sawfish off the coast of Madagascar. Sawfish are a type of ray distantly related to sharks. One of her colleagues called her because fishermen had preserved for her 2 rostra of what they thought were sawfish. Wigman says, and when she saw the photos, she immediately recognized these were not sawfish, but saw sharks, which are also very interesting finding because saw sharks are not caught all day long. The saw sharks had had some interesting details. Instead of the 5 gill slits most sharks possess, they had 6, an evolutionary echo from a much older shark species that lived millions of years ago. They also had small fleshy tendrils known as barbels far closer to the tip of the rostrum than is found in other species of saw shark. It's very special because saw sharks are not common. You only have a few species, Simon Wigman said. To confirm his hunch, this might be a new species, Wigman traveled to London, to London's Natural History Museum, which has a saw shark caught more than 100 years ago, which is in remarkably good condition. It was quite clear that the barbels are close to the mouth, as had been described for that species, says Wegman, referring to the Natural History Museum's example. Whatever Liddy's colleague had photographed in the fish market in Madagascar, it looked like it was a new species. Further research from specimens in other collections in South Africa also seemed to support this. Then another shark researcher, Andrew Temple, from the King Abdullah University of Science and Technology in Saudi Arabia, got in touch. We had found a saw shark off of Zanzibar in Tanzania, where they had made a survey for the local fishermen's landings, even different from the ones that we had just found, says Wegman. So we did okay, maybe it's just an unusual specimen, or maybe it's a second new species, he says. This is the species. The new species of saw sharks have several notable differences to the species already known to science. It's very special because saw sharks are not common and you only have a few species, Wegman added another relevant point. They look very cool. It was not scientists like Wegman who had first noticed that there was something different, however. It was the Madagascan fishermen who had caught them. It was really important that we had the local fishermen providing this material. If they had not collected the rostra or later landed the specimens that were picked up in Zanzibar, we would not have noticed. It would have tried I would have tried to examine all the other museum material. I would just not have noticed that there was something different. More sharks may yet be waiting to be discovered in the deep. Many of the saw sharks that have been discovered so far live relatively far down in the ocean, as deep as 300 meters or 1,000 feet. But the species off Zanzibar were caught less than 30 meters or 100 feet from the surface. We think they might have come to shallower depths for the night, which is typical for many groups of marine organisms, says Wigman. I think it's the biggest movement of animals in the world, this vertical movement that you have in the ocean at night. There are also many sharks known to exhibit vertical movement, so I think during the day they might occur deeper, but we do not know because we only have them from this depth. And that makes them even more vulnerable to commercial fisheries, said Wegman. This is much more to this discovery. I don't know what I read there. There is much more to this discovery than an addition to the known species in a reference book or on display in a museum. Wegman uses the example of the blue skate, a type of ray from the North Atlantic that was relatively common until commercial fisheries decimated its numbers. The population collapsed, he says. And then about 10 years ago, some scientists even noticed that there were 2 species lumped under this name. So all the fisheries statistics that you had, population status, you could not work with anymore because you could not know was it the one species or the other species. And that makes taxonomic research and describing new species so important, he says. There's a megamouth shark. The megamouth shark, one of the biggest species alive today, was not discovered until 1976. More sharks may yet be waiting to be discovered in the deep, and not all of them may be as small as the meter-long cat shark awaiting classification. In 2021, scientists discovered 3 new species of deep-sea sharks that glowed in the dark, including one that can grow up to 1.8 meters or 5.9 feet. It is also less than 50 years since researchers discovered a strange shark tangled in sea anchors of the U.S. Navy ship off of Hawaii. The shark in question, the nearly 15-foot long, 4.5 meter, as a species that had never been seen before, a filter feeder that swam with its jaws agape. A shark scientist called Leighton Taylor dubbed it the megamouth shark. The species is now considered to be one of the largest growing species to be found. What else could be waiting for shark scientists far below the ocean surface? All right, so new species of sharks. That's been waiting till the end of the show and the end of the month for us to cover it here on Cryptic Corner. Cryptic Corner. Oh my gosh, I wish it was on Cryptic Corner, but no, we did the Mittens monster for Cryptic Corner. This is I'm gonna have to cut that out. This is eco news, new species of sharks popping up. Thank you so much for joining me for this show, and please remember to be kind, take care, and we will see you Wednesday night for Creation Watch, on Friday night for Cryptic Corner, and on Saturday morning for Live from the Hive. Yeah, thank you, John. That's nice for your kind words. Appreciate that. I'm glad that everybody hung around for the show. Still got 13 watching, listening to me ramble on about sharks, but I love new species. I love finding new species, and when they discover them, I've never found a new species myself. I love when other people find new species. Anyway, that was live from the Hive. Please remember to be kind, take care, and I will see you next time.
All it's supposed to feel.